To see Homestead. How the heck are you today? I hope this is finding you in just great spirits. We got a beautiful day down here, although the forecast was for rain. I saw a cloud pass by about sunup. Now that anyway, I had something I wanted to show you before I get into this. Basically, I wasn't going to do a video today, but I'm gonna. We'll call this a coffee chat because I'm getting my second cup of coffee here. But anyway, this. I went over and collected the eggs this morning out of the summer coop, and this is about the third time I've gotten one of these eggs. I got to find out which girl's doing this to me, because she makes it real difficult on my egg storage. She really does. Now keep in mind, these are young chickens. They've only been laying for a couple of months now. Let me show you this. Right here is an egg carton. I don't know if y'all can read that, but it's a grade A jumbo egg carton that I can't close the lid on. Why? Well, because of that. You got it. That is an egg out of a newly laying chicken. Can you believe that? Look at this thing. I mean, seriously, folks, that is an egg. It is not a duck egg. It is not a goose egg. It is a chicken egg. I need to find this girl. She's going into a breeding program. I may come up with a whole new classification of eggs here with this girl. Amazing. And I've gotten about 3 of these out of that coop, and you literally cannot get the carton to close because of it. Doesn't work real well in the flats either. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just thought you might have a little interest in that. Hang on for just a second. I'm going to run the chickens out of here because I got this one girl. She's a buff and she loves to get up and get onto things. And she dumps stuff over. So I'm going to chase her out of here before I get off talking to you. Alrighty, I'm back. Didn't even know I was gone, did you? Yeah, I figured I'd save myself the headache and all the commotion of her falling off of a coffee can or something like she usually does. And I just go ahead and chase her out of here at the beginning of it all. It's probably her egg. That chicken's been nothing but, she thinks she's a pet. And laying eggs like that, I can understand why she wouldn't think she deserves that classification. Huge egg, folks. And usually it is a double or triple yolker. It's amazing. The couple of them that I've cracked open so far, one of them was a double yolker, the other one was a triple yolker. So I don't know what this girl's got going on, but if I could mass produce that, yeah, whew, I could retire. Yeah, like that's gonna ever happen. Retirement for me is gonna be when the good Lord taps me on the shoulder and they carry me out of here feet first. But that's all right. Anyway, some of the things bouncing around in my head that I wanted to kind of share with you folks, and because I've gotten a lot of comments about, what do we do? What happens? What happens if they come for my food? What do I do? Well, you need to start getting prepared for what are you going to do? You're on the right track. You're asking the what ifs. What do I do? What if? That's where you need to be. Okay? You need to start looking at that as options. I'll tell you what happened to me a few years back. A light went on, and now the lights went back on again. And I want to tell you what. When we first bought the farm and walking around, I started looking at the blackberry bushes that were here, looking at what sort of resources we had, how many persimmon trees, nut trees, blah, blah, blah. And I noticed we had some blackberry bushes. So they were all overgrown, tangled up. They were a mess. They really were. You couldn't have gotten there and picked a blackberry without losing a quart of blood. It was pretty rough. So I went in and I just cut it all out. Just cut it back. And next spring, when I went back out and took another look at them, I found out that lo and behold, and I got some pretty nice stands of blackberry bushes coming on here. So over the years, I have trimmed them back, cut out the old growth and so forth every fall. And I have seen blackberry bushes grow, expand, get crazy. Really have. To the point now to when you look at the back of our property in the early spring, it looks like a wall of white. And that's from the blooms of the wild blackberries. And it goes clean up into the trees, just everywhere. Uh, Down the creek, all along the back tree lines, all that. Just a wall of white. So much that last year we had family and friends come out to give us a hand with it, and we picked until we were all, don't get in here and start this. I'm talking to the chicken, sorry. Don't do it. She is persistent. Anyway, it's just a wall of white. Had more berries than we knew what to do with. Seriously, had more berries than we knew what to do with that, and probably only picked half of them. Seriously. But that made me realize something. I was tending God's crop. He planted that. He put it there. It wasn't my crop. It was his. And too many times we look at his crops as being, he planted them, let him take care of it. That's what we're here for. By a little tender loving care on his crop, he blessed us with more blackberries and blackberry bushes than we can humanly gather up. Amazing, huh? Little care. Same thing. I looked around. We had some poke plants out here for making poke salad. This little girl, I am gonna skin you. Get out of here. And so in the fall, I'd go out there and I'd kind of walk the woods and the creek bed with a little 3-prong cultivator tool. Makes a great little walking stick, and you can use it to toss poisonous snakes out of your way when you run across those. But I also, when I find a poke plant, I'll go ahead and take that and start scratching up, kind of cleaning out some of the debris around the plant, break up the soil a little bit there to where the seeds coming off of it fall onto fresh soil. And it usually, in 1 year, will go from a single plant or 2 plants to a patch. Okay, so seeds are hitting good ground, sprouting, and you got fresh plants coming up. Those are edible, folks. Okay, there's just 2 things right there that are natural, edible foods. Dandelions want to grow everywhere. You probably spend a lot of time spraying them with weed killer. Stop it. Right now. Stop it. Oh, she's moved up high. She's going to make a mess. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, I'm back again. Chicken. Good grief. Chickens are wonderful creatures. I mean, they are entertainment, especially when you free range them, because they're just not, when they get out free ranging, it's not just on the land. Let me tell you, they think anything goes, and kind of got to gear up for that. But anyway, as back to the poke salad, it's edible, folks. Matter of fact, one of my favorite meals is poke salad, scrambled eggs, and some meat fried up in a cast iron skillet. Now, poke salad is toxic. The poke plant is. Be advised. Don't just go out there and pluck a leaf and stick it in your mouth. Not a good idea. They're toxic. But if you cook them down in salt water, drain it off, cook them again, drain it off, cook them again. There's information out there from much more experts than I am on how to properly prepare it, and it's available to you. Go look it up. I've seen poke growing north of St. Louis, Missouri. So, it's spread pretty much throughout the South and even up in northern areas, and I'm not sure how far north it actually shows up. So if any of you's, out of Idaho or some places, yeah, we got it up here. Cool. It's edible, folks. And it's good. Really, it's good stuff. So what you need to start doing, and no, I'm not going to sit here and provide you lists of what to eat, because number one, I don't know where you live, and I don't know your areas. All right. It's going to be regional, folks, of what grows wild. God's little gifts to you. And you need to go look at it. Learn it. Start cooking with it. There's a reason for that. Okay? Because dandelions aren't just all that hot if you just boil them up in a pot. But you can. One lady down here had whipped up some greens, and she'd put some meat in with it. I think some turnips, and had sliced those up and then fried it all together, and it was good. It was really good. So it's going to be the difference of eating to survive or having good food available for you to eat if you know how to prepare it. Okay, so that's going to take experimentation. Okay, most of you ladies know that, you kind of learn by doing when it comes to cooking different foods. These things will be totally out of your normal realm of operation, so you're going to have to practice with them. So this is something to look into. That's how you can prepare. That answers the question of what do I do if they come and take my food away? And I don't want to go to their little camps. What do we do? Bushcraft, folks. Start learning bushcraft. Learn what edibles are in your area, how they're prepared, prepare them, find your favorite recipes for them, start practicing. Any experienced homesteader will tell you this straight to your face. I don't care if you've watched 45 YouTubes on a topic. I don't care if you've read 15 books. If you haven't went out there and physically done it, you do not know how to do it. Don't learn that lesson the hard way. Don't start figuring I'll just go out and learn bushcraft as I go. One, you may poison yourself. Two, you may expose yourself to the elements to such a point that it causes hypothermia and kills you. All these things can go terribly, terribly wrong. So you need to know how to build a shelter. You need to know how to build a fire. You need to know these things. And wives, just don't leave it up to your husbands. Get involved. What if he's not there? And in a bad scenario, there's a likelihood of that you and your kids may be out there fending for yourselves. So you need to know. Seriously. Think about that for 30 seconds. What if the day before the balloon goes up, your husband's in a car wreck even? And he's gone. It's a terrible thought, but think about it for just a moment. And then suddenly the balloon goes up, the lights are out, you don't have any food, all this stuff is going on around you, and you don't have a clue because you relied on him to take care of that. The survival is going to take all of you. If you have to go and survive out in the woods or up in the mountains somewhere, it's going to take your whole family working as a team to be successful at it. Which means you need to know too. You need to be able to do it too. Okay? Don't count on your big lighter working forever. Okay? So, or your matches staying dry. You know how to build a fire. You know how to build a shelter. You know how to stay warm. These are important things, folks. So, that's my advice to you. I can't really sit here and spoon feed it to you of, oh, you can eat this plant or not that plant or this over here. I don't know what's good in your area or what's not good in your area and what your, if you get deathly ill from eating a dandelion, then probably dandelions aren't going to work real good for you as far as a food source. Learn. While times are good still, learn. Practice. Try it. Do recipes with it. It's going to be a heck of a lot easier doing a recipe for cooking up wild hickory nuts, let's say, is in a kitchen where you have all your utensils available to you the first time, than it is going to be out there with, maybe a camp kit and a fire. All right. So learn. practice. Do transgress to the fires and to the camp kit, because you're going to need to know that I can do this using what tools I'm going to have with me. Ladies, a big responsibility falls on your shoulders. It could be even your children out there. Keep that in mind. You know, anything can happen. So learn the skills, practice the skills. Hope like heck you never have to use the skills. You know, make him get out and build the fires and the shelters. Okay. But I'm just saying, the first thing you learn in crisis scenarios, be it a world societal kind of crisis, or even where you learn a lot is in combat scenario, things happen. And suddenly, the person you count on to handle a particular job is no longer there. They're gone. Who does that now? We were always shown everybody knows everybody's job. So that in that eventuality, somebody else could pick up and carry on. It's very important in survival, in any kind of bad situation. Okay. So ladies, you get involved. Learn. There are survival schools out there. Might be worthwhile your investment, a worthwhile investment to you. Attend one. Find a good one that's highly rated, and go attend it. It'll give you some good, solid foundation to build on. Look around. If you're living on a homestead, look around for resources that you have available to you on your homestead. If you don't have any nut trees and you don't have any fruit trees and things of this nature, look for an open spot in your wooded areas and plant one. Now, if it all hits the fan within the next year, it's not going to help you out much because you're not going to be producing fruit. But 5 or 10 years down the road, yeah, you're going to be in good shape. You have that resource available. Plan out a little bit. So that's my hope for you folks. Like I said, I can't tell you everything I'm doing here. I'm sure a lot of the other senior homesteaders have probably gotten the same word from on high that everybody seems to be getting, is guard your information a little closely about what you're personally doing. Because there's a lot of people watching these YouTube videos, and some of them aren't our friends. Okay? Some of them are from the other team. Keep that in mind. So, cautious what you share, and pay attention. You share your secrets with your family, loved ones, close friends. Don't go public with, well, guess what I just did. You could have someday when that knock at the door comes, they go, and also we know about this out here. Let's go gather that up too. So, guard your information a little bit too, folks out there. This isn't entertainment, folks. This is scenarios that are coming towards you. Okay? We're trying to warn you. Go out and study that information. Look it up. Look up those laws. And the reason I say look them up, you may find things I didn't. But most of all, you get it in your head because you're seeing it with your own 2 eyes. And in your mind, you're beginning to put the plan together. To where it wasn't, oh, well, Rich told me about this. It's, I see this. For heaven's sakes, they are doing this. And then it gets real to you, folks. Right now, it's pretty much entertainment. You need it to become real. For your family's sake, let it get real. Anyway, that's where I'm at with it. Kind of the stuff bouncing around in my head on this sunny, bright day that was supposed to be raining. I'd be a lot happier if it was pouring right now. Anyway, love you guys and appreciate you, and trying to let you know. You need to go check this stuff out yourself. You need to become informed. You need to know, indeed, this is true. And we need to do something right now. Guys, take care. Have yourself a wonderful day. Don't live in fear. stand up. It's Rich from Tennessee Homestead. Have a good one.